Christmas music is iconic, and because we play it every year, we have amassed a large canon of classics. From Vince Guaraldi's A Charlie Brown Christmas, to Bing Crosby's I Wish You a Merry Christmas, to, of course, Shatner Claus. Are you serious? You haven't heard the world-renowned Christmas novelty record featuring William Shatner, most famous for his role as Captain Kirk on the series Star Trek that aired 57 years ago? Well, you asked, and in 2018, William Shatner answered. Oh wait, you didn't ask for a Christmas album where William Shatner sang? Well, don't worry. He doesn't sing. What do I mean? Well, let's look at an official music video from the album, the Christmas classic, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
You know Dasher, and Dancer, and Prancer, and Vixen, Comet, and Cupid, and Donder.
Okay, I promised that I wouldn't make fun of Shatner in this video, but, I mean, I like the guy. I liked him as Denny Crane in Boston Legal, and I even liked him as that announcer guy in Miss Congeniality, but I'm almost 100% sure it's not Donder, it's Donner. Yeah, it's Donner. My question is, why didn't he do another take of this? Does he just not care? Were they afraid to confront him during the recording? Should we tell Shatner it's Donner? No, I don't want to tell him. You tell him. I don't know, he could get upset. Guys, guys, we can't tell Shatner about this. I've worked with him 1,000 times in the past. He'll get very angry. It's not a big deal. Let's keep going.
You recall the most famous reindeer.
Does that kid not look extremely uncomfortable being there? You can see the exact moment when the director told the kid to smile. Smile, Johnny, smile. There's a peanut butter cookie in it for you if you just smile. Oh, you're allergic to nuts? Johnny, you're not making this easy. Smile before I have to... Sorry, I just got a little too in character there. Let's get back to this.
Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. Oh, he had a very shiny nose.
So do you see what I mean here? This is where normally the singing would come in. But instead, William Shatner doesn't sing, he just speaks. Why? I don't know, but this is his way of singing. He does it throughout the album in different ways, but the main point is that he kind of just reads it. Anyway, let's continue.
They never let poor Rudolph play in any reindeer game.
And this is something else that happens, this singing around him. In other tracks, it becomes very apparent that other people are singing, but he's not. A good one for this is O Come Emmanuel.
Rejoice, Emmanuel.
Where, as you can see, the music is just kind of happening around him. This is the same type of thing here. I don't know what's up with this, like... Like, I don't think I would be that entranced by Shatner if he was singing. I would not be like... I don't know what hold he has over them or what was in the milk, but it's a little weird.
Won't you guide my sleigh tonight?
I felt really uncomfortable when he pointed at me like that. I'm not Rudolph, so like when he points at me like that, I'm just like, oh, okay, like, kind of freaks me out.
Then all the reindeer loved him, as they shouted out with...
I have to admit, that girl's snowman hat, it's fire. I wish I had it. So if you're looking for a good Christmas gift for me... Is it over? There's still only 2 minutes left. I don't...
Yeah! Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. Had a very...
I have to pause again because if you didn't catch it, that's Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top that is here playing guitar with Mr. William Shatner as they rock out now to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
With your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh?
I just don't know what's happening here. Apparently, the story in this video is that, he reads half the story to the children, and then they go to bed, and then he throws an alcoholic, drunken party where he dresses up in a weird outfit that is sequined, and he continues to sing at us about Rudolph, and I still can't get over Billy Gibbons being in this album. You may think that Billy Gibbons is the only famous musician in this album, right? Wrong. There are tons. Brad Paisley, Todd Rundgren, Rick Wakeman from Yes, Iggy Pop, Henry Rollins. And I understand William Shatner's famous, he has the pull, but like, I don't know why these people would want to be in this album. I guess he must be friends with all of them and like he called in a favor. That's one of the things I've been thinking about while I listened to this album. If this was just an attempt for him to like hang out with his friends, I don't know. But thankfully, I don't have to guess because William Shatner actually decided to tell us why he made this album. So as I was searching for Shatner Claus and just some sort of like press release or anything about this, I found this video. It's called William Shatner on Shatner Claus and the New Blues Album. So here we go.
The whole idea of making music is so intriguing to me.
Does this not look like a hostage video to you?
And this album, Shatner Claus.
Does he not remember the name of the album he created? I mean, that pause, it was pregnant. It could have given birth in the time it took for him to remember Shatner Claus. Whew. Anyway.
Is really good. I mean, I really feel proud of it, even before any public announcements or critique of it. I feel good about it. And I'm being asked to do another one.
A couple things. First of all, who asked for Shatner Claus? Did anyone turn to him? One of his fans like wrote out a letter to him and said, William Shatner, I would really like you to do a Christmas album. I can't imagine that, but apparently after this Christmas album, he's been asked to do others. So let's hear.
And in the process of meeting with musicians here who are taking part in the video.
There's a lot of talking in the background. This feels like he's trying to do a press release, but like, I don't understand why it's being done in the basement of a church during a ham and bean supper. He looks scared. He looks confused. It looks like he turned to someone who was walking by and he's like, hey, I have an important announcement. Can you film me doing it? You know, for someone who's making like a PR announcement about his music, like, it's very odd.
I'm talking about a blues album, how to do a blues album, and the whole idea of how to make music when I don't play an instrument and can't sing, but I love the idea of trying to make music.
So he's aware that he can't sing. Well, I can't sing, so I might as well speak, but I like the idea of making music. And I respect that. Like, I'm a musician, you know, I have friends that are musicians. I always, you know, respect someone who wants to play music, but I just don't understand what he's doing.
With the help of these wonderful professionals that work with me on these albums. So there's a country music album, Why Not Me, is out there right now. And I'm very happy with that too. And then
apparently he's done a country album as well. How many albums has this man done? So the answer is a lot. He's been doing music stuff since like years ago. He started first with this album called The Transformed Man, where he sings classics such as Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, originally by the Beatles, but now, you know, William Shatner. But I guess like recently he decided that he really wanted to be a musician in his latter years. So now he's really like focusing on it and creating albums.
And then this one is like the next progression. And I'm excited by it.
The next progression in what?
Then I'm being asked to do a blues album. And how do you sing the blues without singing?
How do you sing the blues without singing? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's hear what singing the blues is without singing. So let's listen to Sunshine of Your Love. You know, that's a Cream song. It's pretty good. Let's hear how Will Shatner does it. Richie Blackmore, the Deep Purple guitarist, is on this. Famous guitarist.
It's getting near dawn.
Oh, Christ.
When lights close their tired eyes.
I don't need to hear any more. Let's go back to Shatner Claus. I can't handle that right now. The Christmas album is 14 songs. They're all pretty much what you would expect from a Christmas album. We got Jingle Bells, we got Little Drummer Boy, we got Winter Wonderland, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, where he just reads off the night before Christmas, Run Rudolph Run, Silver Bells. The one that really got me though was Feliz Navidad. I just felt really uncomfortable with this one.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
It sounds like he's drunk. It makes me wonder if he just got really drunk and made this album and then just decided, you know what, normally I just put this in my closet and never think about it again, but you know what, I'm William Shatner and people will buy it, so let me just release it. See what I mean? It's always off beat. It's never on rhythm. Is he drunk? I literally want to know this. Is he drunk? The thing I have to say is the man is obviously having fun doing this. I guess I just want to know why he's doing it. Because for me, like, I can't decide. The only press release I have is him in a basement looking like he's gonna get shot. I just want to know, is he doing it for his friends? Is he doing it for the music? I guess this is the next progression?
The next progression.
In his quest to become a musician? I guess I can go back to the video and find out.
Singers in the Baptist church just make music and it just comes out of their head. It's another instrument. People who have put in their 10,000 hours to have the facility seems so natural. Making music is not natural. Making music is not natural. You know what's not natural is someone who's not a musician telling us what music is and how to make it. I don't know, there's something about that really just gets me. Especially when it's in the bottom of a church. A process of assimilation, either by learning at a school or in many cases by association with a church or relatives who sing themselves.
He really keeps going back to the church here, and I don't know what that's about. I think it's because he thinks that the blues only came out of churches, and he heard a couple women sing in the church, and he realized that that's where blues came from, I guess. The best part about it is him talking about music, like, confuses him. I think that really just sums up this album, doesn't it? Because when you get down to it, Shatner Claus doesn't make sense. It's him meeting up with a bunch of famous musicians and playing a bunch of novelty songs, and that's fine, and he can do that, but that's the problem with Shatner Claus, is that at the end of the day, I don't know why it was made. Was it a drunk joke? Is it serious? Is it earnest? Is this a cover-up? Like, is he trying to cover up his mistake? He released it accidentally? Shatner isn't telling us. The worst part is he's got a whole discography of albums, and to be honest, I want to talk about all of them. I didn't know he was so involved in music. So I guess if you're wondering, should I listen to it? And the answer is maybe. If you want to feel like you're a better singer than William Shatner? I don't know who the audience is for this. And maybe the answer is himself. If that's the case, respect. But if it's for his fans, did any of you guys ask for this? And if you did, why? Why do you want this? You've made this man think he's good, and he's not good. He has better uses of his time than releasing albums like this, where he sings Sunshine of Your Love, and by sing I mean speak. I will say it's funny. It made me laugh a couple times, but more often, it just made me confused. So I guess this Christmas, if you want a confusing Christmas, if you want to look back and say, what did I listen to? If you need something for when you're really drunk, this album might be for you. I hope that helps. I love you all.